Welcome, Libra. Thank you for tuning in to your horoscope for December 4th, 2025, on your channel, Zodiac Attraction. Discover what the future holds for you in terms of finances, lucky numbers, love, health, work, family, compatibility, and favorite color. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on daily updates. Get ready to explore your destiny. Let's get started. Libra, you've walked through a moment in time that may have felt like an unshakable stillness, a stretch of your life where the winds paused and progress stood still. But this seeming stagnation has not been without purpose. It was a sacred interlude, a necessary silence to help you listen more closely to what your heart truly longs for. Now, you're being invited to leap forward with a deeper clarity, with a new boldness humming in your spirit. Just as the fool embarks on an unfamiliar journey, untethered from the past, you too are ready to release what no longer feeds your growth, even if it's something as habitual as morning espresso, or something as ingrained as emotional habits that tether you to your former self. There's a divine moment unfolding now, one where you're being asked to let go of anything that has overstayed its purpose in your life. Whether it's a pattern, a belief, or even an attachment, this release makes space for higher alignment. Relationships, especially, come under this sacred microscope. You've felt the tug, perhaps a longing for deeper connection, for more playfulness, romance, and intimacy. But when the magic dims, it isn't always a sign of endings. Often it's a quiet call for personal expansion. When love feels flat, it's usually our soul asking for renewal, not in another person, but in our own creative intention. You hold the power to ignite the spark again. Whether it's within an existing connection or in your desire to attract new love, it begins with one simple truth: what you water will bloom. Your relationships are energetic reflections of your own inner landscape. If you're yearning for a partner who's fun, curious, emotionally available, then first become those things to yourself. As you ascend, your energy naturally calls in those who resonate with your higher frequency. Evolution is magnetic. So if you're craving connection, elevate your joy. Fall in love with your life again, and the universe will mirror that love back to you. And here's the beautiful twist. Just as you were pondering this internal shift, the card of ascension found its way to you. It's no coincidence. This is your moment to rise, not just spiritually, but relationally. You're not meant to wait on others to grow. You are the growth. As you read, study, and absorb new truths about love and partnership, you embody them. Your energy will ripple outward, influencing your surroundings, sometimes even sparking transformation in those closest to you. Not because you forced it, but because you became it. If you're unsure where to begin, start with awareness. Notice what triggers frustration or distance in your relationship, then turn inward. Every criticism we launch toward another is often a longing for healing within ourselves. It's a divine mirror, gently pointing us back home. Want more tenderness? Offer it to yourself first. Want more spontaneity? Infuse it into your days. Love blooms through presence, not pressure. And if you've recently endured a heartbreak or are emerging from emotional confusion, know this: love is still very much alive and en route to you. The Page of Cups speaks of gentle beginnings, unexpected sweetness, and emotional rebirth. Whether it's a new lover entering your path or a refreshingly tender wave washing over an existing bond, your heart is preparing for something new. Love doesn't vanish. It reinvents itself when we're ready to receive it from a place of wholeness, not hunger. This isn't just about romance, though. The same energy applies to your finances, your dreams, your path forward. Prosperity flows through appreciation and intention. When you focus on what delights you, when you create rituals that align your mind and heart, that's when the universe takes notice. The wheel of fortune is turning, and you're not at the mercy of chance. You are the co-creator of your destiny, and that sacred truth returns us to your entrepreneurial nature. Yes, you, the visionary, the empath, the builder of beauty from emotion and intention. Your path isn't ordinary, and it's not meant to be. You're here to sculpt something meaningful from the raw material of your spirit. So treat your relationship like a living, breathing garden. Cultivate it with attention, honesty, play, and patience. This same formula applies to your projects, your ideas, your income. You don't need to know every step. You just need to bring energy, clarity, and belief. Each morning, begin again. Make your journaling a ceremony. Begin by pouring gratitude onto the page for love, for breath, for the tiniest sparks of hope. Then speak to your future in the present tense. Abundance is already mine. Love surrounds me. Life is generous to me. Let these affirmations soften your doubts and rewire your narrative. Then, take in wisdom. Read, listen, learn. Feed your soul with something higher than yesterday's fears. Let's see what the tarot has in store for you today. Libra, today's energy opens like a quiet but powerful doorway, one that prepares you for emotional clarity, renewed purpose, and the arrival of a connection that feels anything but ordinary. The universe leans close, whispering truths you may have sensed but not fully claimed. This reading carries depth, intensity, and the promise of transformation. Let's walk card by card through the unfolding guidance meant for you today. Card 1. The Devil. The Devil appears first, echoing the obsessive, magnetic force hinted at in your reference energy. Today, Libra, this card highlights an emotional or energetic bond that refuses to dissolve. Someone is thinking about you, watching you from afar, or feeling bound to you in ways they don't quite understand. For you, this is a reminder to stay centered. Your charm and ethereal presence can attract admiration, desire, and envy alike. With the Devil, be mindful of people whose intentions aren't entirely pure, especially in work or social circles. Yet, this card also reveals irresistible chemistry with someone whose presence will soon be undeniable. Card 2. The Lovers. The Lovers deepens the theme. A destined connection, karmic in nature, resurfaces or begins to manifest. This is not a casual attraction. This is choice, alignment, and soul contract energy. Today encourages you to reflect on what kind of love feels true to you, not what others expect. You're entering a cycle of emotional recognition where someone sees your value with new clarity. The Lovers also warns you about external interference, people who might be jealous or trying to sway your decisions. Trust your intuition. It's razor sharp right now. Card 3. The King of Wands. The King of Wands introduces a dominant, passionate presence connected to this story. A person who feels deeply drawn to you, yet was hesitant in the past. Today, this card signals their determination solidifying. They want to build, not control. This king admires your strength, your emotional intelligence, and your ability to handle life with grace. Expect communication or subtle signs of interest from someone confident, fiery, and magnetically pulled toward you. The King of Wands also reflects your fire, your ability to take command of your goals with precision. Card 4. Seven of Swords. Here is your warning. The Seven of Swords confirms hidden envy, lies, or attempts to interfere with your progress. Whether in work, finances, or personal matters, someone may not be revealing their true intentions. Today, slow down before signing something, committing to a financial deal, or trusting someone's word. You are guided to protect your plans until they fully bloom. Anyone trying to deceive you will ultimately fail. Your spiritual protection is too strong, but vigilance is key. Card 5. Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups pours in like divine reassurance. New love, renewed love, or emotional rebirth becomes available to you now. Today, your heart opens wider than you expected, and life responds with tenderness. This is a fresh emotional cycle, untainted by past wounds unless you let fear interfere. Someone is preparing to express feelings they've held back, feelings that overflow. This card also speaks of healing, spiritual, energetic, and personal. You are being washed clean of old hurts. Card 6. Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles brings attention to your career and ambitions. You are stepping into a period of recognition, respect, and advancement. Today, teamwork, collaborations, or mentorship may become important. What you create now will place you in a position of long-term success. Others may envy your progress, but the right people will admire your dedication. The card encourages strategic planning, patience, and consistent effort. Everything you touch professionally has strong potential to grow. Card 7. The Wheel of Fortune. The wheel turns in your favor today, signaling that destiny is shifting. Timelines accelerate, delays end, and karmic cycles, especially in love, begin resolving. For Libra, this is an unmistakable sign that a destined encounter or reconnection is approaching. Unexpected news, invitations, or opportunities may surface. Life pivots, and the turning is blessed. This is divine timing at work, preparing you for a chapter you could not have orchestrated alone. Card 8. The Fool. Ending with the Fool mirrors your reference, reading perfectly. A bold leap, a fresh beginning, a love that feels wild and transformative. Today invites you to release fear, past disappointments, and the mental restraints that have made you overanalyze what should simply be experienced. The Fool asks you to trust. Your path is protected, your intuition is strong, and your heart is ready for something extraordinary. You are stepping out of stagnation and into possibility. Today's reading surrounds you with powerful energies of passion, destiny, and new beginnings. The Devil and the Lovers reveal a karmic, magnetic love that refuses to fade. The King of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune show a person taking action and fate stepping in. The Seven of Swords cautions you about hidden intentions around you, while the Ace of Cups and Three of Pentacles promise emotional renewal and professional success. The Fool concludes everything by encouraging trust, courage, and surrender to the divine unfolding. Libra, you are being prepared for a love and a life chapter far beyond the ordinary, one that aligns with your true worth and spiritual evolution. Now we will tell you how it will go with money and luck, but first remember to give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate notifications. This helps us a lot, and so you never miss your daily reading. Money and luck. Financially, Libra, today's energy asks you to be both sharp-eyed and intuitive. With the influence of the Seven of Swords, it's important to double-check any deals, agreements, or purchases. This doesn't mean misfortune is coming. Quite the opposite. Your luck is rising, but the universe wants you to protect it wisely. If something feels off, trust your instincts and step back. One moment of caution may save you from a long-term headache. The Wheel of Fortune shines brightly over your financial house, suggesting that a meaningful shift is beginning. Opportunities may appear in unexpected forms, someone recommending you for a project, a sudden last-minute opening, or an idea that turns out to be surprisingly profitable. These moments are not coincidences. They are part of a larger cycle turning in your favor. Keep yourself open to what feels new or unusual, because that's where the payoff lies. You may also notice that your creative ideas have a monetary value today. Whether you work in something artistic, managerial, technical, or entrepreneurial, your mind is tuned to innovation. Even if you don't immediately act on a new concept, write it down. Something you envision today may blossom into a future income stream. Forbes often highlights that individuals who document their creative insights are more likely to turn them into financial wins. Luck also comes through connections now. The Three of Pentacles brings teamwork, collaboration, and mutual benefit. Someone might help you without even realizing how much their insight, introduction, or advice assists your path. Don't underestimate the value of small conversations. They may lead to large breakthroughs. However, Libra, you must not reveal all your financial intentions to everyone. The reading warns of envy or interference surrounding your progress. Share your financial plans only with people who have consistently shown loyalty. Your luck becomes stronger when you protect what you're building. Finally, remind yourself that patience is part of prosperity. The universe is aligning elements behind the scenes. Even if the pace feels slow, your situation is evolving in the right direction. Today is a day where small, thoughtful moves bring big long-term rewards. The tarot gives you your lucky number. Your lucky numbers for December 4th are 9, 60, 50, 11, 93, 35. Daily love. Love today moves with intensity and fate, guided by the combined force of the Devil, the Lovers, and the King of Wands. This is not a soft, subtle energy. This is a magnetic pull, something that feels almost predestined. Someone is thinking of you obsessively, perhaps even fighting the depth of their emotions. You may sense their presence without words, as if your souls are communicating through the air. The lover suggests a choice is being made, or soon will be. If you've been waiting for clarity from someone, it is approaching. This person is finally recognizing the significance of the connection and the role you play in their emotional world. You are not easily forgotten, Libra. You are not replaceable. Expect a shift in how someone shows affection or communicates feelings. The King of Wands introduces passion, confidence, and action. This person, whether new or familiar, is stepping forward with the intention to build, not control. Their energy may feel bold, warm, and direct. Unlike past experiences where you had to guess someone's interest, this connection will make itself known. They admire your grace, your emotional intelligence, and your ability to see beauty where others see complexity. The Ace of Cups is a beautiful confirmation that emotional renewal is on the horizon. For singles, this is the day the heart reawakens. You may feel more open, more receptive, and more hopeful about love than you have in months. For those already involved, a fresh chapter begins. Conversation flows easier, sincerity deepens, and a sense of unity returns. Lurking in the background is the hint of envy from others. Someone may not want to see you prosper in love, especially if they have feelings for you or fear losing their influence in your life. Protect your relationship energy the way you would protect a delicate flame. Let it grow in a safe space, away from unnecessary opinions. With the Fool at the end of the spread, love asks you to trust, not blindly, but bravely. This connection is meant to be experienced, not feared. You are stepping into a love that transforms rather than restricts. Allow yourself to feel the joy you're being offered. At work, your professional environment is highlighted by the grounded influence of the Three of Pentacles, reminding you that collaboration and shared goals lead to success today. You are being recognized for your skills, consistency, and adaptability. People notice the quality of your contributions even if they don't always say it aloud. The Wheel of Fortune signals movement in your career trajectory. Something that once felt stuck begins to shift into motion. A project may gain momentum, an opportunity may open unexpectedly, or a long-awaited result may finally come through. This is a favorable moment to embrace the new and to trust that your work is steering you toward growth. At the same time, the Seven of Swords encourages caution. Someone in the workplace may be withholding information or presenting something deceptively. Protect your ideas, keep documentation of your efforts, and avoid sharing sensitive details until you feel confident about people's motives. Healthy boundaries secure your success. The energy of the King of Wands speaks to leadership. Whether you hold a formal leadership role or not, your presence inspires others. You may find yourself naturally taking charge of situations, offering direction, or motivating people without trying. This is a powerful moment to show initiative. The spread also shows that you're entering a period of creative clarity. If your work involves innovation, problem-solving, planning, or strategy, this is an exceptionally fruitful day. You see solutions where others see obstacles. Your judgment is sharp, your mind is alert, and your intuition is heightened. Finally, remember that progress does not always come in dramatic leaps. Today's message is that steady, consistent growth builds the long-lasting foundation you desire. Your career path is strengthening, not only through opportunities, but through your increasing confidence and resilience. Health. Health today revolves around clearing old stress and releasing unnecessary tension. With the influence of the Fool, you are encouraged to embrace a lighter attitude, mentally and emotionally. Your spirit benefits from a sense of playfulness, spontaneity, and openness. Let yourself break routine in healthy ways. Take a different walking route, try a new activity, or give your mind the freedom to wander creatively. The presence of the Devil reminds you that some habits, fears, or internal pressures may be holding you back. This is a day to identify what drains your energy, overthinking, unhealthy coping mechanisms, or emotional attachments that weigh heavy on your chest. Acknowledging these things is already an act of healing. The Ace of Cups supports emotional renewal. You may feel more connected to your inner world, more able to express yourself, or more aware of your emotional needs. Drinking more water, spending time near calm environments, or engaging in meditative practices can significantly support your well-being today. Your physical energy begins improving as the day progresses. The Wheel of Fortune indicates that cycles of fatigue or stagnation may start lifting. A sense of vitality returns, motivating you to move your body or care for your health more intentionally. Even small efforts, stretching, breathing exercises, or time outdoors, enhance your balance. Mental clarity comes from acknowledging what has been confusing you. Someone's mixed signals or unclear behavior might have caused emotional turbulence. As this becomes clearer, your body relaxes. Emotional clarity often leads to physical relief, softening tension in the mind and shoulders. Overall, your energy is recalibrating. You are entering a healthier emotional cycle, which directly influences your physical wellness. Your mind and heart are guiding you toward better habits. Your job is simply to follow the signs. Family and friends. Family matters are gentle but significant today. With the Ace of Cups, emotional warmth flows into your connection with relatives. You may experience moments of tenderness, shared laughter, or supportive conversations. A family member may reach out unexpectedly, offering encouragement or asking for your insight. The Wheel of Fortune brings shifts within family dynamics. Something may change, an announcement, an update, or a decision that affects the household. These changes are ultimately positive, even if they come with adjustments. The family's overall direction is improving and evolving. The Seven of Swords again appears as a reminder that not everyone is perfectly transparent. A family member might be hiding stress, struggling silently, or avoiding confrontation. Your intuition will pick up on this. Approach gently. Your empathy can create a safe space for them to open up. The Lovers indicates harmony and healing in close relationships. If there were misunderstandings or emotional distance with a relative, today brings reconciliation. You may find yourself bridging gaps or initiating conversations that restore balance within the family. The King of Wands suggests that you may take a guiding role. People look to you for stability, wisdom, and emotional fairness. Your voice carries weight, and your ability to remain calm under pressure is especially valuable now. In general, today encourages patience, compassion, and understanding. Family connections strengthen through small acts of kindness. You don't need to fix everything. Sometimes simply being present is the healing energy your loved ones need. Compatibility. Today, Libra, your strongest compatibility aligns with signs who appreciate emotional depth and intuitive bonding. Gemini and Aquarius match your mental rhythm, offering conversation, intellectual stimulation, and shared curiosity. These connections flow naturally and feel mentally energizing. Leo and Aries, influenced by the King of Wands, bring fire and passion into your world. Their boldness excites you, and your grace balances them. These signs match well with the intensity of today's romantic energy. Pisces and Cancer resonate spiritually with you today. They offer empathy, tenderness, and understanding. With the influence of the Ace of Cups, emotional bonds with water signs deepen effortlessly. Be cautious with Capricorn or Scorpio today, not because the connection is negative, but because their emotional or practical intensity might feel overwhelming if you're already processing heavy energies. Approach interactions with mindfulness and clear communication. Sagittarius brings adventure, but with today's influence of the Fool, their unpredictability could feel either thrilling or destabilizing, depending on your mood. Keep your boundaries clear. Overall, the signs most aligned with you today are those who encourage your emotional clarity, support your intuition, and appreciate your sense of harmony. Your lucky color today: emerald green, a shade that symbolizes clarity, renewal, and heart-centered energy. Wearing or visualizing this color helps open your emotional channels, strengthens intuition, and attracts sincerity into your relationships. The phrase of the day: the heart knows the way. Trust it enough to follow where it leads. Thank you so much for spending this moment with me. Remember, the stars can guide your way, but only you have the power to walk it and make it amazing. If this reading resonated with you, I'd love it if you could like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I truly enjoy hearing from you. I'll see you tomorrow, right here on Zodiac Attraction, where we'll continue discovering your incredible destiny together. Until then, keep shining.